Hello and welcome to On the Mat with Lydia. That's me, and whatever brings you to your yoga practice today, you are very welcome here. Today's practice is a Kapha-Pacifying flow. So if you're not familiar with Kapha dosha, I encourage you to check out my Get to Know the Doshas video. I'll leave that link down in the description and I'll put the video somewhere on the screen here for you. But Kapha is usually characterized by being a little bit more slow moving and even lethargic at the worst of times. So in order to balance out that kind of slow, dense, dull energy, we're going to bring some life into our yoga practice today. So we're going to be doing a really energizing, a bit faster paced flow that has some intensity and heat built into it. Now, as always, please take things at your own pace and maybe just go that little bit farther than you normally would in your practice today. So when you're ready, let's get on the mat. Please find a comfortable seated position on your mat to begin. So take a moment to find that center point of your sits bones, sit up nice and tall. Drop the shoulders back and down, and if it feels safe and comfortable for you, you can close the eyes. And we'll take just a few moments here as we start our practice to really get present, get focused. And also take a moment here just to thank yourself for showing up to your practice today and for committing to this time on your mat, however long that is for you. A lot of the time, if we're experiencing a lot of this kapha energy, we feel this kind of heaviness or denseness in our bodies that can stop us from really moving. And so our yoga practice today, as I mentioned, will be very active and energizing. But if at any point you meet that place that feels like it's enough for you, maybe just go a minute further and then allow yourself to rest. This is your time to move, to play with your edge, to bring some energy, some vitality into your body. But at the end of the day, we always want to make sure that we are nourishing and taking care of ourselves. So let's take just another breath here, in through the nose and out through your nose or mouth. And then slowly opening your eyes if you had them closed. Let's make our way onto hands and knees. Find tabletop position. So as you transition, take a moment to really find the foundations of the pose, pushing down through the palms, pushing down through the feet. And today I'll offer you the option to tuck your toes behind you, bringing some energy into the soles of the feet. Now as you inhale, start to draw your shoulder blades together. Let the chin and pelvis lift. As you exhale, begin to round your spine, push away from the earth as you round into cat. Inhale, find your cow pose, arching the back body. As you exhale, rounding into your cat, this time with the option to hover your knees above the mat. Again, inhaling to find your cow pose, dropping the knees if you had them lifted. As you exhale, rounding your spine, lifting your navel, maybe lifting to hover. 2 more times here. Inhale, find your cow. Exhale, round into cat. Feel the core. Last one here. Big inhale, energizing breath. Exhale, strong lift of the navel, maybe hovering the knees. Now let's inhale, find that cow pose. As you exhale, start to round your spine. Use that to lift your hips up and back. Come all the way into downward facing dog. Once you're there, it might feel nice to pedal out your heels, bend and straighten the knees. allowing your body to arrive in this new shape for the day, if this is your first down dog today. And while you're here, you might welcome in a little bit of Ujjayi breath. That breath that sounds kind of like the ocean or like Darth Vader, where we're slightly constricting the back of the palate of the mouth on the exhale. So it sounds like this. And with that Ujjayi breath, just bringing in a little bit more intention, maybe building a little bit more heat with a strong exhale. And now from your down dog, please bend your knees, take an inhale, look forward towards your thumbs. As you exhale, walk your feet up to meet your hands, coming into a forward fold. With your inhale, take a halfway lift, lengthening your spine. Now, keeping the left knee fairly straight, start to bend your right knee, shift your weight slightly, and then reach your right hand towards your left ankle. Take an inhale, sweep your left arm to the sky, turn your chest to the left. As you exhale, find your twist. Keeping that deep bend in the right knee, feeling that stretch for the back of the left leg. Let's take another inhale here. As you exhale, slowly unwind your twist, come down into your fold. Now again, inhale for your halfway lift. This time, left knee bends, left hand meets right ankle. Inhale, right arm sweeps to the sky. Stay for the exhale, finding your twist, chest turning open towards that right side of your mat. Nice, let's take one more inhale here. As you exhale, slowly unwind, coming back down into your fold. Now this time, inhale, halfway lift, lengthening your spine. Use your exhale to keep coming up with that flat back, rising to stand. At the top, take an inhale, maybe find a little baby back bend. As you exhale, come back to center, hands in front of your heart. Beautiful. Feet planted at about hips width distance here, maybe slightly wider if that feels better for your hips. We're going to take a moment to warm up the body with our sun salutations. So I'll be going at a fairly quick pace here, but at any point if you want to slow things down or maybe even speed things up, please feel free to do so. So from your mountain pose, let's inhale to rise the arms. As you exhale, soften your knees and fold forward. With your breath, inhaling to rise, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step back into your plank. Beautiful, knees lowered or lifted nice and strong for your inhale. As you exhale, bend your elbows, lower all the way to your stomach. Pushing down through your hips and feet, take an inhale to rise your heart. As you exhale, lower your chest, press yourself up and back to downward facing dog. Once in your down dog, stay for a breath in and breath out. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. As you exhale, take a walk to the top of your mat, feet meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening your spine. As you exhale, keep rising all the way up to stand. Take your inhale at the top, maybe find that baby back bend. And then exhale through center, mountain pose. Let's keep flowing here. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to your plank. Inhale here, find strength through the entire body. Exhale, lower all the way to your stomach, elbows tight. Inhale, rise your chest for cobra, maybe coming up to upward facing dog. Exhale all the way up and back to downward facing dog. Take an inhale here. Feel the strength of your arms and legs. Exhale, completely draw navel to spine. Good. Inhale, bending your knees, look forward. Exhale, walk or take a big step up to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, rising all the way up, arms to the sky. Inhale, little baby back bend. Exhale, hands through heart center. Awesome, we have 2 more. Let's keep it going. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold forward. Stay with your breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Now exhale, plant your palms, step it back and lower right down into your chaturanga. Nice. Inhale, rise your heart, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, lifting your hips, find downward facing dog. Breath in here. And breath out. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or lightly hop your feet to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, keep rising up to stand, arms to the sky. Inhale, maybe a little baby back bend. Exhale, hands through heart center. Last one, let's do this. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, back to plank or straight down into chaturanga. With an inhale, find your back bend. Exhale, meet back in downward facing dog. Breath in here. And breath out. This time we're going to stay in down dog for a little bit longer. So if you prefer, you always have the option to drop your knees, come to tabletop, or sit all the way back towards your child's pose. Wherever you are, keep this energy behind your breath. Nice strong inhales and exhales. Now, if you're not in your downward facing dog, please start to make your way there. With your next inhale, sweep your right leg to the sky. As you exhale, shift forward, draw your knee towards your nose. Inhale, sending that right leg straight back again. As you exhale, knee to nose, think about your cat pose in your back. One more, inhale, right leg back. Exhale, knee to nose, this time stepping your right foot to the top of your mat. Let's keep the fingertips grounded, that back knee lifted. Feel some energy moving through that back leg. Let's take one more inhale here. And exhale. Dropping your inner left heel down, let's set up for warrior 2 in the legs. Use your inhale to rise all the way up. Find that warrior 2. Finding that strong bend in your front knee, connect down to the earth through the soles of your feet. But feel this lightness in your rib cage, lifting you up away from the floor. Let's take an inhale, flip the right palm to the sky. As you exhale, reach up and back, find reverse warrior. Inhale brings you forward through warrior 2. Exhale brings you forward, this time right arm to right thigh, side angle. With the breath, inhale, passing through warrior 2. Exhale, palm flips up, reach up and back. Inhale, passing through center. Exhale, forward to side angle. One more, inhale. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle, and pause there. 3 breaths here. Strength through the legs. Pushing down a little bit more through that back foot especially. And feeling this long line of energy through your left side body. You got this. Just one more inhale. Please stay for the exhale. Now as you inhale, start to straighten through your front leg. As you exhale, settle back down, this time finding your triangle pose. Right hand might find your thigh, your shin, maybe a block if you have one. Keeping this expansion across the chest, the same strength down through the legs and hips. Taking just a few moments to breathe here. We have one more inhale. Stay for the exhale. Awesome. Inhale, rising back up. Now as you exhale, turn your hips to face the top edge of your mat. That means that left foot is probably going to have to readjust a little bit. Squaring off your hips and shoulders, take an inhale to rise your arms. As you exhale, send your chest forward, hips back. Come halfway down towards your pyramid pose. So it's like we're creating a halfway lift for the upper body, keeping the legs strong in that pyramid, that kind of V shape going on with the legs. Now, if this gets too intense for the knees, for the hips, for the back, feel free to bring your hands down. With the arms reaching forward, feel this lengthening through the side waist, this strengthening through the core. Now we're just here for one more inhale. As you exhale, start to shift your weight forward, coming into that right foot. Now inhaling, lift the left leg any amount off the floor, coming into your warrior three balance pose. Now you can keep your arms extended like we just had. If you prefer, hands can come in towards your heart, reach back behind you, out to the sides. Feel free to play around a little bit here. Find what feels best for you. Feeling the strength of your body holding you up, playing with this balance. We'll stay for one more inhale. Now as you exhale, slowly begin to stand. The left foot meets your right. Nice job. Take an inhale to reach up. Then exhale to fold forward. Take your time coming down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to your plank, and lower all the way down onto your stomach. As you arrive on your belly, please reach your arms back behind you. Anchor down through your hips. Feel your belly button lift up a little bit away from the floor, engaging the core. Now with an inhale, begin to rise your chest any amount off the floor. As you exhale, lift the legs, let them join the party here. If you want it, hands can rise as well, finding the strength through the back body, helping you to float above the mat. Keep breathing here wherever you are in this pose. Let's take another inhale. As you exhale, slowly lower back to the mat. Well done. Hands come to either side of your chest. Press yourself up and back towards your child's pose for 3 rounds of breath. Now, if today child's pose is not feeling very nice for your body, please feel free to come up to a seated position or to your downward facing dog instead. So remember, we're looking to bring in some energy, some heat to the body through our practice today. But we're also keeping that nourishment, that nurturing of the body that Kapha is so good at doing. Wherever you are, let's take another breath in. And breath out. Begin to make your way back towards downward facing dog if you're not already there. As you arrive, take an inhale to sweep the left leg back, three-legged dog. As you exhale, draw your knee towards your nose, shifting your weight forward to your hands. Again, inhale to send your left leg back. As you exhale, knee to nose, really round the upper back. Last one, inhale, sweep it back. Exhale, knee to nose, this time stepping your left foot all the way up to the top of your mat. Let's take a moment here in this transition to ground the fingertips, energize that back leg, so a little squeeze at that lower right glute. Take an inhale here, and exhale. Dropping your inner right heel, let's set up for warrior two. Take your inhale to rise all the way up. Taking a moment here to find your footing, find your warrior two stance on this side. And once you feel ready to flow again, let's inhale, flip the left palm to the sky. As you exhale, reach up and back, find your reverse warrior. Now inhale brings you back through center. As you exhale, come forward to side angle. Let's keep it moving. Inhale through center. Exhale, reach up and back. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward to side angle. Last one with your breath. Inhale, center. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, center. Exhale to side angle and pause there. Left arm gently resting on your left thigh or maybe venturing down towards the inner ankle. Feeling that the support in this pose is mainly coming from your core. So navel is really hugging in and up. Let's feel into that strength for another inhale here. Stay for the exhale. As you inhale, begin to straighten through your front knee. And then exhale, slide back down, coming into your triangle pose this time. Hand resting on shin, thigh, maybe a yoga block here. Feeling the same lengthening of the spine, strength of the core. Now finding just a little bit of a different sensation going on in that angle of the hip. Really nice job finding your breath here, keeping the energy flowing. Let's take one more inhale here. Stay for the exhale. As you inhale, rise back up to stand. Take your exhale to square off your hips, turning that right hip forward, which probably means readjusting that right foot. All 10 toes pointing towards the top of your mat. Let's inhale to rise the arms. As you exhale, bring the torso forward. Find that halfway lift position. So keeping a softness into the knees here, making sure we're not locking out the joints, but we're using the strength of our muscles to keep us lifted here. Remember, the arms can always drop down, allowing you to focus on the strength, the support of the pose. But wherever you are, make sure you're breathing. We have another inhale here. As you exhale, start to shift your weight forward towards that left foot. Use your inhale to fly, lifting your right foot any amount, coming up into your warrior three. So again, you have choice of arm variation here. There's lots to choose from. Wherever you are, see that you can just about square your hips and find this length through your entire body. A little smile doesn't hurt every once in a while here. We just have one more inhale. As you exhale, slowly come to stand. Find your Tadasana. Take an inhale, rise your arms. As you exhale, fold forward. Beautifully done. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, pass through your plank, and please lower down all the way to your stomach. Arms reach back by your sides as if you're going to grab your feet. Hips anchor down into the mat, navel lifts in and up. As you inhale, lift your chest and shoulders any amount. As you exhale, lift the legs. Option to hover the hands as well, looking for a little more engagement through the upper back. And we'll breathe here, feeling the strength through the back line of the body. So well done. Take another inhale here. As you exhale, slowly lower back down. When you're ready, hands come back to either side of your chest, pressing yourself up and back to child's pose or something similar. So remember, you always have the option to take this pose somewhere else. Maybe that is a down dog, maybe a seated position, maybe tabletop. Really listen to your body. Find that place that feels right for you right now. Wherever you may be, taking one more full round of breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Using your inhale to meet in tabletop position, finding all fours. Stacking the knees under the hips and tucking your toes, just like we did at the start of practice. Now from here, let's drop the forearms down onto the mat. You have a few options for how you want to situate the hands. You might bring your hands together, almost like a little triangle. You might keep your arms in an 11, or some people like to interlace their fingers here. So see what works for you. We're moving towards our dolphin pose, which is basically like our down dog, but with forearms on the mat. So before we lift the knees here, really push down through the arms. Feel strength in the shoulders. Feel the upper back round a little bit like your cat pose. And then find that lift to the navel as well, that strong core connection. Take an inhale here. Use your exhale to power up your legs. Lift your hips to the sky, letting your head come down just between the arms. Now, usually our dolphin is a little bit shorter than down dog, so you might play with walking your feet in a little bit closer to your arms. Keeping that press through the arms to strengthen the shoulders, and as best you can, keeping your head and neck relaxed. Feel the core coming online to help you out here, lifting the pelvis, giving you some strength here. And if you feel your body shaking, trembling, that means your muscles are working. But if at any point you need to drop the knees, come down, please feel free. That's a-okay. We just have one more round of breath here. Feel how strong you are for this last inhale. As you exhale, gently lower your knees to the mat. Come all the way up to stand on your knees, keeping your toes tucked behind you for now. And take a few shoulder rolls here, up, back, and down. Now rolling your shoulders back, hug your elbows in, almost like you're doing the chicken dance. And then bring your hands back to your hips. If it's okay with your wrists, you might bring your hands all the way to your low back so that your fingers point up and the heel of your hand drags down. Now let's take an inhale here. Find a little lift of your chest. Think about that baby back bend. As you exhale, draw your elbows back, send your heart forward. Begin to drop your head back any amount, moving towards your camel pose. So legs are our strong foundation here. From the hips down, we're anchoring towards the mat. And the rib cage is light, lifting up to the sky, spreading the collarbones, creating this beautiful space for the front body. Let's stay for one more inhale. As you exhale, slowly begin to upright your spine. Chin comes back to neutral. And then either untuck your toes and sit back on your heels, or if that's a bit too much for your knees today, feel free to come onto your bum, find a comfortable seat. And we'll take a moment here just to sit up tall, let the spine kind of recalibrate after that back bend. Feeling this opposite action of your hips grounding down to the earth. Your rib cage continuing to be light, lifting the spine up taller. And with an inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. As you exhale, drop your left hand down, reach your right arm up and over into a side bend. Sending a little extra breath over into that right side body. Let's take another inhale here. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, lift you back up through center, arms to the sky. Exhale, right hand down, left arm up and over. Breathing into that left side waist, left side rib cage. Let's take another inhale here. And exhale. Inhale back up through center once again, getting tall. This time as you exhale, turn your chest towards the left. Find a gentle twist. So maybe you bring your hands down to support you, right hand on the left thigh, left hand behind. Feeling your hips stay grounded, this twist coming from your upper back. Really breathing into that spread of the collarbones. Maybe sitting up just a little bit taller. Let's take another inhale here. As you exhale, slowly unwind that twist. Come back to center. Then inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, twisting over to the right. Gently encouraging your right shoulder back, giving you that space across the chest. And feeling your breath moving freely up and down the length of your spine. Let's take one more inhale here. As you exhale, slowly unwind your twist, come back through center. If you're not already there, come onto your bum and scoot yourself towards that midpoint of your mat so you have some space behind you. And then nice and slowly with control, start to bring yourself all the way onto your back. As you arrive, stretch your legs out long, reach your arms back behind you, find a full body stretch here. Reaching as long as you can, energizing through the fingers and toes. One last moment of energy here for our practice. Take a big breath in, relaxing the belly. As you exhale, bring your arms to your sides. Bend your knees and plant your feet. When you're ready, walk your feet nice and wide apart on your yoga mat. Then take a few rounds of windshield wipering the knees side to side. Allowing for this nice little massage of the booty here, a little stretch for the hips and low back. And feeling ourselves start to slow things down as we come to the end of our practice today. Gradually bringing your knees back towards center. And once again, we'll stretch those legs out long, coming towards our Shavasana, our final resting pose of the day. And we'll only be here for a couple of minutes, giving ourselves the chance to really soak in everything we did in practice today. But allow yourself now to find a comfortable shape in your body. And as best you can, relax to the support of the earth. Maybe your eyes close if that feels safe and comfortable for you. And focusing your awareness on your breath. Feeling that flow of prana, that flow of energy through your body. Allowing yourself this time to appreciate everything that you did in your practice today. Shavasana. Begin to bring your awareness back onto your mat, back into your body. Taking in your surroundings with the eyes still gently closed. Hearing any sounds around you, seeing light beyond your eyelids. And gradually inviting movement back into your body. Maybe starting by wiggling your fingers and toes, rolling your wrists and ankles. And then moving and stretching in any way that your body needs as you reawaken. Eventually turning onto the left side of your body. And as you pass through this place of transition, take a few breaths in and out through your right nostril. As you're ready, coming up to a seated position on your mat, just like we started our practice today. And as you arrive in your seat, bringing your hands together to meet in front of your heart. Sealing your time on your mat today with another moment of gratitude. Thanking yourself for making it to the end of this practice today, for taking this time to do something for you. And I thank you so much for meeting me on the mat today. Namaste.